Hello, this is Alex Barton. This is the second video that I'm posting online. Right now I'm playing as the French and I'm fighting against the evil Austrians from my point of view. Okay, so first I'm going to show you my troops. Right now I have an elite unit here of infantrymen. I forgot what they're called, but they're pretty good. And here's a skirmisher. We got 3 units of line infantry here, another 3 units of line infantry, unit of elite infantry, and some more skirmishers here, and artillery, and some guys hiding in the forest here, some cavalry. Okay, so my plan was initially to get him to attack because I was hoping he wouldn't have no artillery, but as you can see, he has mortars, the so-called the cheapest artillery in the game, and some people say they're broken because they have very good accuracy for their cost, but you know, you could always deal with them, sort of. Okay, so and I also forgot to mention that the enemy has put a whole bunch of skirmishers to protect his artillery. They're gonna put a wall of spikes to prevent my cavalry from charging, and he has the rest of his line infantry here in the woods. And there's kind of like a weird glitch on this game, and hopefully you'll get to see it. I don't know if it's a cheat or not. I don't want to say cheater, but yeah. I guess you'll decide that. Okay, so here's the initial battle. As you can see, the enemy skirmishers show up. They start expanding, and the enemy starts shooting their mortars. Here's the skirmishers putting spikes, and as soon as I saw the mortars, my initial reaction was to try to get all my troops going, but I kind of panicked and didn't really control them very well. But I sent my horsemen to kind of just to run so they wouldn't be annihilated, but you know, kind of panicked. So I'm eventually gonna run into the fire of their skirmishers because they're hidden. There it is. I'm gonna lose a lot of my units here, and my next move is gonna be to try to put my cavalry right here to this hill to try to get them from behind, since they're pretty well dug up. So I got lucky here because the enemy didn't set their initial mortars to exploding shells, but they will eventually do that. But regardless, my cavalry is being slaughtered, or was being slaughtered. So now I also send my Tiradors to try to capture this hill, knowing that my enemy will play defensively, since that's what campers do. And I started advancing my whole army as quickly as I could. And my artillery, I set it up so it could be on the move, and I'm going to try to move it up that hill too. I'm going to advance my forces into their front line and try to distract them here. Oh, and this is what I mean. Look at the range of the skirmishers. They're firing from this far away. Now, in every single game that I've been playing, and you know, you never see a skirmisher fire from that far. So I'm guessing this is it has to be a cheat. I don't think it's a glitch. But the only thing that's saving me is that the skirmishers have really bad accuracy from that range, but in reality they shouldn't be able to fire that much. Doesn't matter because, well, I don't want to say the result, but you'll see. So the enemy finally realized that they were putting regular shells for their artillery, so now they started putting explosive shells. As you can see, they're devastating my horsemen, my cavalry, but they managed to survive and because of that, I managed to do very good damage. As you can see, they're still shooting me from that far range. Okay, now here's a good range, to shoot, for them to shoot, but these units back here are also shooting my cavalry, so that's unrealistic range. Okay, so I'm just gonna... Well, I should probably fire the volley, but instead I'm just gonna charge an attack because their Jaegers aren't really powerful at melee. And I finally got my Tiradors to the hill. They're gonna have a huge advantage, except that I forgot that I set one of them not to fire because I was planning on ambushing, and I forgot to unset that. So one of the Tiradors is not gonna fire. Yes, I'm making lots of mistakes. And as you can see, these guys are firing from like half the map at my horsemen. So that's really unrealistic, and they shouldn't be able to do that. Good thing is that they're not hitting. They have like cannon range. Okay, so now I engage my infantry to just charge attack, and I'm going to try to flank him. And you're going to have to forgive the frame rate. My computer really sucks. So now we see some of their units retreating. As you can see, they're still firing from that far range. Although I don't think they're making much kills now. My plan's gonna be, since the general started moving, I was gonna attack with one unit, the general, and with the other, the artillery. Regardless, the artillery is ineffective anymore since all my units are bunched up with theirs. So, oh well. Oh, and might as well flank their infantry. Although I have to say, the enemy's doing a lot of micromanaging. They're especially going to start doing that for their general bodyguards. They're just going to go back and forward and charging.